Hi, it's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah, I was wrong.
Climbing onto the foredeck of the Nalchi, you pause to catch your breath. The cargo ship rolls and pitches with the waves that batter her sides, and rain assails the deck. Deep thunder rolls overhead. After a tense moment of waiting for the inevitable alarm klaxons, you hear nothing but the storm. Lifting his nose into the rain, Gaichao tastes the air with his tongue. He carefully turns his head, mouth open to catch the most noise. I hear nothing but the storm, and I smell no adrenaline in the air. I believe we have arrived undetected. You can smell adrenaline? You get creepier every day. I will not apologize for what I am, or what that means for my senses. It is a fact of my existence as much as your height is a factor of yours. Your orders? Keep low and stay behind cover. This is good. The storm's going to make things a lot easier for us. Less likely to hear gunfire or fighting. Much less footsteps. So as long as we can stay hidden, nobody will be the wiser. We may be able to sneak our way in. Even if we have to kill a few. If we do it fast, we'll still be in the clear. The storm will drown out anything that they send or receive on their radios. If they want to raise an alarm, they'll have to get to one of the shipboard handsets. We can take them out before they can get there. There we go. I've rebooted the cameras and patched them into our comlinks and locked the ship's security out. Couldn't get into the cameras inside the ship though. They must be on a different circuit. Alright, so we've got eyes on. Oh, everybody's got 3. That's super helpful. Crap. Crap. stop them before they raise the alarm. Huh. Subdued. How many? One more? Look how I zip around now. That is awesome. They will know what hit them. Stun you. Stun you again. That worked out really well. But we know they're patrols. So honestly, we should be able to sneak in. Nope. Crapola. Swapping weapons. When you really stun somebody, then you can subdue them pretty easily. Oh, poor you. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. 54, and 58. Yuck. Shoujo. How do you miss with 80%? That's the dumbest thing ever. Oh, they all dead. This is getting good. I just have to get in position, that's all. And it starts. And so it begins. Why can't I hit anything? I really want to hit something. I guess I'm just gonna shoot you. Wow, look at that. And so it begins. Come on. I hit you. I hit you again. He is sleepy. Hey, look at that. Oh, don't you run away from me. Ah. Yeah. 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 Haha. Don't worry, I kill you. See, I kill you. You don't know. And then he goes, subdue! So there's 2 people that got arrested, and everybody else is dead. That seems about right. No, 3 people? 3 people got subdued? As a message to the others. As you creep down onto D-deck, the ship is eerily quiet. The sound of the withering storm is muted by the low moans of the wind and shuddering vibrations when lightning strikes. Collecting yourself, you listen carefully for any other sounds. Nothing. Your presence on the ship appears to be as yet unnoticed. That's the kind of thing I like to hear, Caesar. Nothing but the weather. As long as we don't get into a fight down here, we'll stay clear of trouble. Any gunfire will get their attention, and fast. Let's get the data and samples and get the hell out of here. Exactly. Let's wrap this job. Stay low and keep your eyes and ears open. No reason to cause a fuss if we can avoid it. Okay. Let's try this door. Oh crap. Let's try not that door. Okay, this is a perfect place. Just a keyboard. Not even a VR interface. So old school. Appears to be connected only to some lower level ship functions. Sewage control, HVAC, and backup battery control. It doesn't look like there's much you can do with those. Investigate the alarm. Fake an alarm. After a few adjustments, you set off an alarm. You set off a system test alarm on C deck. It won't fool anyone for long, but they'll have to go to C deck to make sure it's not a real alarm. There, that should clear our way a little. Might provide a useful way. Rewire the camera feeds. Definitely rewire the panel's electronics, and shortly thereafter your comlinks begin receiving the ship's camera feeds. Security cameras are ours, folks. Hey. We will put it in the stash. Yes. Because I don't care about that right now. Seems to be another bunk. That looks like what we're after. Okay, so there's the stuff we're after. We're gonna put it in Gaichu's pocket. Oh crap. Please don't. Cold storage tank and tenant machinery are lit from within the organic soup by flickering baleful light. The tank containing Omega Sequence 358G chugs quietly with the hum of pumps and coolant. As you look at the tank, the fluid shifts and there's a soft thump as a mass of organic matter drifts up against the glass. A pale, lidless eye stares at you from within the tank. The face that resides in it is a ruined mass of tumors and scabrous pustules, a mutated mass of teeth and indeterminate growths dominating what should be the nose and mouth region. As you look, it fixes its lone eye upon you, people flickering back and forth as it tracks your motions. You need to put this thing out of its misery, Caesar. Nothing deserves to be kept alive in this state. Curious. This creature does not appear to be in pain, despite the rampant disease that runs through it. Gaichu leans closer, his blind eye obviously focusing on the astral body beyond mundane vision. The aura appears meta-human, but different somehow. You're saying this thing is a person? Easter Tiger Cool Core Pro V2.26. Take samples and turn off power. Power down the machinery, the lights in the vat dim, and the creature slowly closes a single eye. As the last hum of power fades, the creature drifts away from the glass. We will select File 1. Initial research into metagenetics presents a singular challenge, to wit, the study not of genes themselves, but of the interaction between genetics and the unseen world of astral space. If the creation of a particular metatype, or magically expressed phenotype, was as simple as the recombination of a given amino acid sequences, then the creation of mages would be as simple as the expression of a given eye color or skin tone. Unfortunately, such expressions are far more complex. The expression of traits previously considered to be supernatural is a complex interplay between mundane DNA, the condition of the ambient manosphere at the time of development, and the interactions between genes and what we have dubbed astral shadows. Any research into these are fraught with difficulty due to the resistance to traditional, that is to say, technological instruments. Ergo, Omega Sequence 358G is a project decoupled from the usual safeguards against project overruns. We have been granted extensive magical assistance in our pursuit of higher metagenetic understanding, as well as autonomy from legal concerns. As such, Omega Sequence project materials must be kept in Eastern Tiger secure facilities only. Deviation from this may result in local law enforcement interest, and subsequent cleanup costs can be prohibitive. Phenotypic alteration is the key process which allows for the Omega Sequence project to progress. Ordinarily, an organism's phenotype is set and cannot be changed after a very early point in development. Morphology, phenology, replication processes, any alteration in the coding sequence of a living organism is invariably fatal, except in the case of the Omega Sequence. A combination of alkylating agents, ambient mana control, and potent alpha emitters allow us to control the replication of the Omega Sequence metagene. This is accomplished through alteration of the interactions between DNA and their astral shadows, the building blocks of metagenetics and mana-based abilities. To understand this concept, consider an Indonesian shadow play. The story one watches is not of the puppets, but the shadows they cast. A skillful puppeteer manipulates not just the puppets, but the space between the screen and the viewer. So too it is with metagenetics. Magical aptitude, metagenetic traits, and formerly unknown parazoology are revealed when mana levels reach a sufficient point to allow the astral shadows of DNA to engage in their delicate, powerful dance of replication. This is highly technical. This is interesting. To change the metagenetics of an organism, we do not manipulate only the subject's DNA, but the space between that DNA and the astral plane. We cast the requisite shadows, engendering change that cannot be explained solely by base pairs. I don't know that one. Alleles and nucleotides. Control is our challenge. Control is a delicate art. It requires patience and perseverance as well as scientific acumen. But with a fine enough degree of control, we will be able to replicate magical abilities, trait expression, and black swan effects. What are these black swan traits? Individuals born during events which cause ambient mana to spike have been known to express extreme magical potential and meta traits not possessed by the majority of their metatype. Research into Homo sapiens nobilis, which is elves, I believe, subjects born during the Awakening, for instance, indicate that ordinary elven longevity simply does not apply, that there is no upper bound to their telemetric regeneration. Effectively, they appear to be immortal. I'm just going to download data. I'm not going to read the third one. I got rid of all of it. And now, with the data tissue sample secure, you are ready to make your exit from the Nelchi. Pulling your comlink, you dial Captain Jomo. The Malaysian orc's face springs to life on your comlink, his tusky maw spread into a grin. Jomo is listening. You ready for pickup, my friend? We're standing by and have eyes on the ship. Make it fast, things might heat up. Easy la. We'll be there in a few moments. Be ready right where we dropped you off, friend. With that, Jomo disconnects the call. In a few minutes, the only thing between you and Hong Kong will be the open ocean. The last detail is to inform the Johnson everything is complete, and have him transfer payment. You rapidly dial the number Kylie Cheng gave you for the Tegath. The elf on the screen has the bearing of someone with no time for pleasantries, and his tone is flat as he speaks. This is Tegath. Is the task done? We're done here. We can release the data at a time and site of your choosing. That was swiftly done. Unfortunately, there's a complication. I can't transfer your payment until we meet in person. I've had a tail on me since I've arranged to run with Kylie Cheng. I think the Soul Pass have caught up with me and are watching to see what I'm up to. I can shake the tail, but I need to ensure my safety before this is done with. I can help you with that, but it'll cost you. I'll pay whatever it takes to get them off my back. If I can't, my family's still dead. I have a safe house in Ho Chung Village that I set up before landing here. Meet me there, call me when you're close, and I'll shake the tail. As long as we get it handled in a hurry, I should be clear to get out of Hong Kong. Better have the money when I get there. Keep an eye out for anyone following you. I need to get out of Hong Kong in one piece. You disconnect the call and pocket your comlink. Things just got a whole lot more complicated. I don't like this one bit, Caesar. Last minute plan changes are the fastest way to get killed, especially if somebody bloodthirsty like the Seopa rings are involved. This whole thing stinks. Sure does, but how else are we gonna get paid? Listen, just keep your eyes open and be ready for anything. I want to come home in one piece, okay? As you start to move away from the Omega sequence cargo, you realize your comlink is buzzing with an incoming call. Pulling it back out of your pocket, you answer. The caller's expression is pleasant, but there's a level of unspoken menace in his eyes, the glint of a killer. Good evening, Caesar. My name is Huang Jieming, and I represent the Blue Heaven Sample Ring. I've just become aware that you are in possession of data and tissue samples from Project Omega sequence number 358G. I would like those samples, and I'm willing to pay you for them. I'm not in the habit of backing out of a deal. Nor would I expect you to be, given our exceptionally swift rise in the shadow community of Hong Kong. Given your exceptionally swift rise in the shadow community of Hong Kong. Understand, what I'm asking you for, I do not do lightly, but I am privy to information that you are not, and I think I could be of some use to you. Please do me the honor of hearing me out. I understand you are an associate of Kani Cheng. My own organization is far too trivial to have attracted her notice, but I believe you can help me with that. Merely doing business with you will increase our standing a great deal, and since I have information that may save you. I have information that may save your life. Perhaps we can come to an agreement. What do you mean, save my life? The Blue Heaven Ring has been retrained by Eastern Tiger in order to prevent the theft of the Omega sequence data and samples, the very things you have just taken. Your employer, whose full name is Tegath Wright, has been attempting to acquire them for some time. The entire reason the data and samples are being shipped to Seoul is because of a botched Shadowrun, one on the Eastern Tiger facility in Tacoma, where the project was being developed. Tegath Wright was Johnson for that run. Your employer is not who he says he is, nor are his motives pure. He was never employed by Eastern Tiger and has no family in Seoul. As near as I have been able to determine, he's an agent of the Terengar Information Secretariat. A spy, if you will. So why does he want the data? I'm not certain, but I suspect that the Council of Princes has an interest in suppressing research into elven longevity. Every scientist working on the question of potential elven immortality has been disgraced or disappointed. Has been disgraced or disappeared, except for those employed by Eastern Tiger. I suspect that the elves have secrets they'd rather not have the rest of the world know. Wrights attempted to intercept Eastern Tiger's cargo at every port it's landed at. The strike in Tacoma was only the first. There was a second attempt in Perth, a third near the Rio Islands, against the very ship you're on now. Don't think for a moment that Wright will hesitate to kill you as soon as you hand over the data. So what do you say? I pay you for the data you have. Both of us can eliminate Wright and whatever hired guns he's brought us along. I think this is a fair arrangement. Okay, I don't like being lied to. Excellent. With any luck, we'll both come out of this richer. I will send you a location. Message me when you arrive, and we can perform a handoff there. And deal with Wright afterwards. I give you my word that you and yours will be unharmed so long as you deliver the items I've requested. Alright, kids, let's get out of here. Whoa. Something over here in the fridge. Oh. Time to disembark. Hey guys, I'm Alex. The guy from the videos. So, I just wanted to thank you for watching the video all the way through. It's a lot of work. I appreciate it. So, thank you for your view, maybe your subscription. So you can subscribe right in the bottom corner there. Then you'll be updated. Make sure to ring that notification bell, because subscriptions seem to mean nothing on YouTube anymore. But hey, so then over here you'll see a video that you might like, since you watched this video all the way through. Other than that, have a great day. I hope that you watch more. I'd love to see you again. We do stream, so keep an eye out for that. Announcements will be on the channel, my Twitter, all that stuff. All the information is on the overlay. Other than that, enjoy your stay on 6th Street.